Welcome to the story of the woman who ran the internet's first database, a true pioneer of the digital age. Before the domain name system, before Google, before the World Wide Web, there was a simpler yet fragile internet. This is the story of Elizabeth Jake Feinler, the woman who became the internet's first database administrator. The entire early internet, ARPANET, ran on a single flat text file called HOSTS.TXT. It stored every host name and every address. Every machine's identity on ARPANET was stored in one place, the office of Elizabeth Jake Feinler. Feinler managed the critical infrastructure of the early internet through the Network Information Center, or NIC, at the Stanford Research Institute. If a computer wanted to join ARPANET, you didn't submit a form, you called Jake. She and her team manually edited the authoritative HOSTS.TXT file. They were the central authority. Updates were published over FTP, and every other machine downloaded the file to stay synchronized. This was the first true internet database. As ARPANET grew, this centralized manual system quickly became a massive bottleneck. Initially small, HOSTS.TXT ballooned from dozens to thousands of entries as more universities, labs, and contractors joined the network. Every new host meant a manual edit, a new file publication, and network congestion from mass FTP downloads. The internet faced its first scaling crisis, a database crisis. To combat the chaos, Feinler's team proposed a foundational structure for the growing namespace. Feinler's team helped invent the naming structure we still use, proposing the original top-level domains, .com, .edu, .gov, .mil, .org, and .net. These weren't just categories, they were database partitions, a way to hierarchically organize the namespace before it completely collapsed under its own weight. The limits of the flat file database became undeniable, paving the way for a revolutionary new system. By the early 1980s, HOSTS.TXT was failing. The file was too large, updates were too frequent, and the NIC was overwhelmed. The internet needed to evolve. In 1983, Paul Makapetris proposed the Domain Name System, or DNS, a distributed hierarchical database designed to replace HOSTS.TXT. Feinler's work, the NIC, the naming conventions, and the top-level domains became the essential foundation upon which DNS was built. Feinler's contributions extend beyond naming, touching on the very idea of online identity and directory services. Her team created WHOIS, the first online directory service. It listed contacts and network administrators. It was the original Google before Google existed. Elizabeth Jake Feinler maintained the internet's identity, keeping the entire namespace coherent and building the framework for everything that followed. Before distributed systems and the cloud, there was Jake Feinler, the DNS lady, the human root server, the woman who truly named the internet. This is her incredible story.